Hey guys, what's up? It's Josh. So for today's video, as you guys can see by the title, I wanted to talk about a couple different signs to look for in a guy if you're wondering if he's only with you to hook up with you. The reason that I wanted to make today's video is because I feel like there are a lot of you guys that are probably hanging out with a bunch of different guys, and sometimes it can be really hard in order to tell if a guy is hanging out with you because he really likes you, or if he's hanging out with you because he only wants to hook up with you. There are certain guys out there and their whole motive to be with you is just to do that stuff. And I feel like it happens a lot more than you guys might think if you've never been in that situation before. So for today's video, I thought that I would just talk to you about that. And if you are in a situation where like you're kind of wondering this, then this is perfect. This video is for you guys. Like if there's guys watching this, I'm sorry for giving away the secrets that you guys are trying to keep from these girls. I just don't want there to be any surprises for you guys, especially if you really like somebody and you hope that it's going the right direction. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you're not in a relationship, if you're not hanging out with guys, that's totally fine. I just wanted to make this video for those people out there that are in relationships or you like have a crush on somebody. So yeah, here are a couple different ways in order to tell if a guy is only with you to hook up with you. So if you're texting this guy during the day and you notice that he doesn't respond to anything that you're saying, and then all of a sudden nighttime comes around, it's dark, you're just at home, they're at home, and then you start getting texts from him saying like, what are you doing? Or do you want to come over? Something along those lines of just hanging out at night. A lot of guys, like if they really care about you, if they're like in it for the right reasons to be with you, they're gonna text you during the day. They're gonna text you in the morning. They're not gonna only text you at night when they know it's convenient to like go and hang out with you and like watch Netflix or do something like that. So that's a first sign that is kind of obvious and one that I would look for. If a guy is wanting to just hook up with you, chances are he's gonna be texting you just at night, and yeah, so that's the first one. So the second one that I wanna tell you guys about, a lot of guys will do this. A lot of guys will try to get you in that zone of only going on dates or like only having dates at a house. So like if it's at your house, if it's at his house, and then the date kind of goes along the lines of like maybe you guys get something to eat, and then it's just Netflix and chill. So watch out for that. If you notice that like you guys are never going out to like get dinner, or you're never hanging out during the day to like go to the mall, or just like random things like going to a park or going for a bike ride, those are normal dates. I feel like going and just hanging out at somebody's house at the end of the day is definitely something that I think somebody who's just trying to hook up with you that's the only date they're gonna want. So that's the second one, I think. That's the second one that I want to tell you guys about. Late night texts, Netflix and chill. Those two are definitely like just the recipe for somebody wanting to just hook up with you. All right, so moving on to the third one. This one, if you notice that you're always the one that's sending him messages and he's not really responding, it's kind of like almost he ignores you forever, and then all of a sudden like out of nowhere he'll send you like one or two texts. One thing that I think people in a relationship, or one thing that people do when they really care about you and they like you and they want to be interested in the things that you're doing, is they're gonna text you and like ask you things, or they'll text you first in the day and ask you how your morning's going, and all of those like different things where like they're actually asking you questions about how you're feeling. And so the third one is like if he's texting you out of nowhere and then he's ignoring you throughout the entire day, I feel like that's like him only wanting one thing, and like he's only texting you when it's convenient for him. So that could be a sign that he doesn't really care and you're showing more interest in him and he is not really into it in the type of way that you're into it. So yeah. All right, so the next one, I can't say like 100% that this means that he's just wanting to hook up with you, but I feel like if you're like talking to somebody, like say this guy is talking to you, and one thing you notice is that he's very focused on like looks, and he's very touchy. Like when you're with him, he's always trying to touch you, or he's always like talking about like maybe the way you look, and he's never complimenting anything else. Some guys, it can be very obvious when you meet them that they only have one thing in their brain, and that's like to hook up with you. It's kind of like a respect thing. I feel like if you notice a guy's always staring at girls, or he's like staring at you and he's like not looking you in your face, then I feel like there's like something there that is kind of off when you're hanging out with them, if they're like not really caring about you as a person, and also just the way that they treat other girls. I feel like I kind of rambled on about this one, but if a guy's looking to hook up with you, he's most likely gonna do that as well. All right, so the last one, this one is kind of interesting because I feel like guys are really good at this, and especially if it's a guy that like you just met him and you don't know anything about him. One thing he's gonna do if he's only looking to hook up with you and he doesn't want anything else is you're not really gonna find out much about his life. If you like ask questions and you notice that he's not really giving you answers, or he's being really weird about opening up and being personal with you, but at the same time wants to go on a bunch of dates with you, then it kind of gives you like that little flag in your little sign that just says, hey, like there's something there that's not right, especially if you're opening up a bunch and then you ask them a question and it's kind of like a dull, like boring answer. Then you know, like there's something else out there. So for some of you guys that might be in this situation for the first time where like you're hanging out with guys, this might be something that it like opens your eyes a little bit and maybe helps you in those situations. So that's what I'm trying to do with this video. I hope that it helped you out. There are a bunch of other signs that I could probably talk to you guys about and tell you guys. So if you like this video, if you wanted me to talk about more topics like this, let me know in the comments. Also, if you are a girl watching this, let me know in the comments and give this video a thumbs up. So yeah, those are just 5 that I came up with on how to tell if a guy's trying to hook up with you and he doesn't really want anything else. So if you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments what type of videos or what other topics you'd like me to talk about, because I get a lot of my video ideas from my Instagram DMs and from you guys on the comments. So if you have anything that you want to know or you want to ask or you want me to make videos on, leave them down in the comments. And with that being said, make sure that you're following me on Instagram and on the vlog channel. And I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next Saturday in next week's video. Bye!